Hello, everyone. I'm with Paige Nellis here. Paige, can you tell us about yourself?
Hi, my name is Paige Nellis. I graduated from Emory in 2024 with a degree in quantitative sciences and informatics, and I also played on the softball team as an outfielder.
Paige is the most phenomenal outfielder in the world. So I just have a few quick questions for you about the student athlete experience if you want to rock and roll.
Let's
So,
do it.
yeah. So how did you develop through your 4 years since you played all 4 years at Emory? Like, where did you see the most development as an athlete, as a person?
I definitely gained a lot of confidence over my 4 years at Emory. I used to be like when I came in as a freshman, a lot more comfortable, kind of staying in the background of things and not drawing a lot of attention to myself. But over my 4 years, like I learned how to be a more vocal presence with like teammates, coaches, and in my other relationships as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say you were like one of the best leaders that we could have had, I think. Just actually awesome. And so tell me about one of your tougher days. Like, I know we had some pretty rough ones as a team last year. So, like, whether it be a workout, practice, game, or academic situation, and how did you deal with your struggling? And like, how did you ever feel that you had like coping skills that other students wouldn't have because you're a student athlete?
Yeah, so there's actually one game day my junior year that I remember where I had some trouble rescheduling a midterm and I actually had to play a game and then go straight to take a midterm after.
Did you
And it
actually? Oh
was
my.
yeah, and so that was a really tough day because it was difficult to fully focus on a game when I had a really difficult midterm to go to, but also like I couldn't think about the midterm because I had a game to play
Yeah.
and I didn't really have a choice but to, compartmentalize and focus on the game during game time and think about the exam after.
Yeah.
I do think being a college athlete has taught me how to manage and deal with a million different things being thrown
Yeah.
my way at once. As a student athlete, you have to learn how to balance softball, school, friends, family, sleep. And so when things get overwhelming, I definitely feel like playing college sports prepared me for that.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like you were always the calm person when we were like before lifts and everything, and you told us to focus up and what we had to do. So that's awesome. And as an athlete, it can be difficult, I feel like sometimes for us, at least it happened to me, and I'm sure it happened to you, to separate your athletic performance from how you view yourself as a person, because that's what our like kind of view ourselves as because we're student athlete. So were there any times that you personally felt that your performance as an athlete dictated your feelings of self-worth? And like how do you prevent your athletic performance from impacting other spheres of your life?
Yeah, that's definitely happened to me a lot because
Yeah.
softball has been such a big part of my life and really my identity. And so how I play on the field has often like kind of dictated how I view myself,
Yeah.
especially I think more in a team environment where your performance like impacts your teammates and it like you feel like you have to do your part, you don't want to let your team down. I'd say the best way for to like kind of separate like myself from the sport sometimes is to put my identity in other things like family, friends, faith. Like softball's always been super important to me,
Yeah.
but just reminding myself that it's something that I do and not who I am. But I also know like I love my teammates no matter how they play on the field and
Yeah.
want to give myself the same grace.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. And then what is something that you learned about yourself from playing softball? I mean, I know you said you gained confidence in yourself, but other than
Um, I've learned that, how well I do at something is usually directly impacted by how much work I put in. I've definitely seen like over my entire softball career, even when I was really young, like I've seen myself play better or worse depending on how much extra time I spend at the field or in the cages. And, knowing this definitely helps me be more intentional with the steps I take to reach my goals.
yeah, that's awesome. And you kind of talked about this, but how do you handle pressure during tougher situations? I mean, we were put in a lot of tough situations, and let me tell you, Paige Nellis is clutch. But do you find yourself using similar tactics in other areas of your life? And what do you do to get through tough times and like tough situations, high pressure?
Yeah, definitely pressure has always been something I've struggled with, but kind of similar to what I was just saying.
Yeah.
I think like the best way for me to handle pressure is to trust like the preparation I put in, especially in softball since it's such a game of failure. Like I know I can't be perfect, but knowing that I've put the work in kind of helps me relax and like allows me to just trust the work that I've put in. So
Yeah,
I definitely like apply this in other areas of life as well, whether it's like studying for an exam or job interviews that I've had to prepare for. I
yeah,
definitely think trusting the work I've put
yeah.
in has been the most
Trusting what you've
helpful.
done. Yeah, that's awesome. And now I have a lightning round of some questions, and they're quick. So,
Okay.
what is one thing you hope to bring with you from your athletic career to work?
Ooh,
Yeah,
time management,
yeah.
definitely.
Okay, one word your team would use to describe you.
Hmm.
Don't take it from that board we use. So ever. No, not the puzzle pieces.
Um, I would say trustworthy,
Yeah. And one word to describe your dream team.
just committed.
Yeah. Okay, that was it with my lightning round. Thank you so much, Paige.
Of course.